Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this reach you, I greet you. How you doing? Nah, for real, how you doing? I know people don't take time out their day to genuinely check on your well-being, but I'm in the habit of it. Do me a favor and drop it in the comments. With that being said, I just kind of want to put this out into the atmosphere and hopefully I get it back. I get asked the question all the time why I name EJ after my mother. And I'll finally tell you. But how do I tell you? Do I give you the politically correct version of events or do I shoot you straight down the pipeline like I usually do? Mhm. You already know. I'm finna shoot you straight down the pipeline. And due to the fact that we are in a video era, I'm gonna show you the actual footage. Make it easier for you to believe what I'm saying. So to tell you this story, I gotta take you back to 2017, November 18th. I remember because I got the video footage to prove it. November 18th, I had my mother's funeral. She was still alive. I know it sounds like something you seen on a movie or something. No, I did it in real life. I'm gonna tell you why I did it, but just let it sink in that I had my mother's funeral while she was still alive to enjoy it. You got it? That's on your soul? Cool. Now let me tell you why. The reason why I had my mother's funeral while she was still alive because my mama looked me square in my face and told me that when she passed, that she don't want nobody standing over her dead body telling her how much they love her when they could have came and said it to her in real life. That's it. If you That's the sum total of where I got the idea to have my mama's funeral while she was still alive from. Cause she said she didn't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying? She didn't want the funeral thing. She didn't want that. She wanted a completely different series of events that I actually did. And I'm gonna continue telling these stories about that. So you gonna get to see the footage of that too. So I got the idea to have her funeral. And on top of it, have you ever been to a funeral? You know that repast food be amazing, right? Like that repast chicken is to die for, no pun intended, right? It is. And the back end, I wanted my mother to enjoy some of that repast chicken, cause that's what make funerals worth going to, right? I know that sounds strange, but just look at the reality of it. Imagine you at somebody repast after they didn't pass. You went and looked at the body and all of that. Y'all done probably went to the cemetery and everything. And then the next meal that you eat, you gonna be thinking about living and enjoying life because you don't know when it's gonna be your turn. Yeah, I wanted my mama to enjoy some of them chicken wings. So I made it make sense. And while I was doing that, right, I had the viewing. I got some footage, right? I had the eulogy and then we ate cake. My mama and my daddy was on the cake. It was amazing. I kept the cake so long that it went bad. I couldn't even eat it. But it served its purpose and I loved it. Everybody that tasted it, they loved it too. I just kept the picture part and, it just was what it was. But needless to say, while I was giving my mother her eulogy, I told her, and I quote, I want to do everything in my power to make her name live forever. And the gene on all over the world. I was going to do everything in my power to make her name live forever. If you ask me, I'm kind of doing a good job, but I still got more work to go. That's why I be on the type of time that I be on. So I told my mother, forgive me, emotional moment. I'm being transparent and open. This kind of hard for me, but I'm gonna give it to you because I gotta start getting this off of my chest. It's killing me. As a matter of fact, just to put it in context for you, right? This happened.
Saying, what could I give my mother that I ain't never gave her before? What can a son give his mother that he ain't never gave her before? And my thought was, I'm gonna try to make my mama live forever.
Now, after I said that, at the time, I had a very colorful little stuffed animal, right? His name was Bacon. He was a pig, and he was a piggy bank. I took him all over the country with me while I was doing what I do in my normal, regular, everyday life. And I took donations and pictures with people with the pig. This is long before I got EJ. This how EJ got her name. So I had this pig and I gave it away at her funeral. Well, she gave it away. Look, let me show you.
Now, this my Aunt Randy. You can say right. This my Aunt Randy. This my daddy's sister. Like, so I got my mama and a piece of my daddy right here. Like, and this my family. So, for my family's honor, I'm her legs right now. So I did all the running in my mama honor for her to give you this. You know what I'm saying? So her, so her, get this like this. Get this like this pig in honor of my mama. Right? I know it's heavy. Go ahead, Miss Brandy, take that pig from my
And just to prove my point, Bacon got an Instagram and a Facebook page. You're more than welcome to look them up. I'm going to tag them. Anybody who made a donation or took a picture with the pig, I posted it on his Instagram. I just done forgot the sign in. It's going to be a minute. Just, I'm going to start making it make sense when I do it again, because I did it 2 more times after that. I got another one. Yeah. You might see it in some of my videos, right? It's the colorful little pig. I'll show it to you on a later date. You will see it. But needless to say, if you look up the Instagram or the Facebook page, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So at the time, I had that pig and I was giving them away all over the country, doing what I normally do. I gave the first one away in Missouri. I gave the second one away in Georgia. I gave the third one away in Colorado. I can only imagine where number 4 gonna go. So I'm going through life and I ran into Bear. And with Bear, I seen social media push, right? Out of all the things that I was doing in life, right? Trying to make my mama name live forever, having an animal wasn't one of them, right? I was doing all kind of other stuff. I was doing music. She got songs out. I was doing merchandise. It's all type of one-on-one shirts with my mama face on them, right? I was doing whatever it was that I could while keeping the promise that I told my mother that I would stay out of trouble, that I would stop playing in the streets and doing all the nonsense that I be doing in my real, regular, everyday life. Because I grew up in an environment that promoted that, and I was with it until I wasn't with it no more, and then I went and found me something else to do. So I'm pushing, and I get Bear, and me and Bear get famous, right? We kind of get semi-famous. I think we had like 1 million followers on TikTok. It was amazing, right? The Instagram was picking up, the Facebook page was picking up. My YouTube wasn't picking up yet because I hadn't met my significant other, and she made me get into this, right? Hi, Holly. Hi, big baby. Hi, my big baby. Where was I at? I'm in an emotional moment. Right? Forgive me. I get distracted, and he distracted me. So I'm doing everything in my power to get my mama name jumping. But to do so, I got to get my name jumping, right? I have to be somebody to even push the movement to make my mama be somebody. So I was just living life and letting whatever came to me come to me. But me and Bear got famous, right? And after we got famous, I broke up with my significant other. We parted ways. And she was who brought Bear into my life. And when we parted ways, she kept him. I'll never tell the story. Don't even ask me. It was what it was. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And if you just keep listening, you will catch on to, you know what I'm saying, how the situation played itself out. That he back there, but right, she took him and I left. I moved to Georgia. When I moved to Georgia, I had a nice little rhythm with the internet, and it was a whole bunch of people that loved me to death and seen how I lost Bear. So they was on my side, right? Because they knew what type of time it was, so it was gonna be what it was gonna be. Moving right along, I moved to Georgia and continue on with my life. I got 1 million followers. I'm going to the ATL. I am finna try to turn up because my following will probably get me in anywhere, and I be on my type of time when I be on it, right? So I'm pushing that little movement. I come to Georgia, and this lady, her name is Denise, right? I'm not gonna give you her last name, but her first name is Denise. She live in New York, and if you're wondering, I finally met her when me and EJ went to New York. But this years after that, right? So she reached out to me on my Instagram, and me and her chit chatted, and she was telling me that she had a gift for me. I ain't really big on people giving me stuff, but I played along because I didn't know how the situation was gonna turn out. She directed me to a lady, and the lady directed me to her house. When I pulled up, she gave me a beautiful baby chihuahua. Right? I don't know what EJ mixed with it, and I don't care. She EJ, as far as I'm concerned, is in my mind she a chihuahua because she act like that, and I just kind of move on with the rest of it. But she gave me a beautiful animal and told me that it was like one of her kids to take care of it. I didn't know what I was gonna name it at the time, but she handed it to me and told me to take good care of it. I asked her, what was it, a boy or a girl? And she said it was a girl. At that moment, it dawned in it clicked on me like, I'm naming her Edna Jean. I'm gonna call her EJ. She gonna be with me the same way Bear was with me when I initially garnered a little fame, a few famous reposts that got a little rhythm behind my name. Because to make my mama name live forever, I am gonna have to make my name live forever. I'm gonna have to be somebody for somebody to even know who she is, because they gonna have to hear about it through me. Needless to say, my social media stuff shot up because I was on the same type of time I was on before I lost Bear. I was just doing what I normally do in my real, regular, everyday life. You were subject to run into me anywhere. That's why EJ been all over the country, because you subject to see me anywhere, because I am pushing the agenda to make sure that my mama name live forever. Like, to the point, if you put Edna Jean in Google, me and EJ gonna pop up somewhere in the first few scrolls, right? We is popping up, and that's the mission I'm on. So you want to know why I named EJ after my mother? That's your answer. It's that simple. I named her after my mother because I told my mother that I was going to do everything in my power to make her name live forever. And I'm doing it. And just so we clear, right? After I lost Bear, I didn't go get EJ. EJ was a gift that came to me from dealing with another person who was dealing with me, right? In my mind, it was destiny for it to go like that, and it did. And we continue to push the movement forward, like, just so we clear, because it was gonna be a whole bunch of people in the world that had it on their mind that after I lost Bear dealing with my ex and I got EJ, and the lifestyle continued, that I was doing it for social media. But I wasn't really. I was just doing what I was doing, and it happened the way that it was supposed to happen. Okay, Harley, I'll let you out. I'll go outside with you. It's crazy we dress alike, but hopefully I answered the question, and you know what I'm saying. We can kind of move forward. That's why I told my mama I was gonna do everything in my power to keep her name alive, and I meant that. and also stay out of trouble while I was doing it. I meant that also, and I got bareback, right? Yeah, which make it even better, cause now I got the one that I started the internet with, and I got the one that I turned up on the internet with too. When I say it worked out like it's supposed to, and I got that one. Where is Corn? Corn still asleep. Oh, that's it. I ain't want nothing else. Hopefully that I told you so. If you got some more questions, right, that you want to put in there, man, look, just drop them in the comments, and I am gonna get back to you as soon as possible because you already know I'm putting out content every day into the end of the year. I'm trying to figure the algorithm out. Right. So enjoy your day. You be safe. I'm finna watch the puppies and do what I be doing in my real, regular, normal, everyday life. Entertain. To answer the question one more time, just to make it simple, if you fast forward through the video just to get to the end, let me tell you, the reason I named her after my mama is because I'm trying to make her name live forever, and I'm jamming.